Hello out there in coronavirus land. If you are quarantined at home or self-quarantining like I'm doing, you're trying to pass the time and maybe you're trying to work on your guitar technique a little bit, I wanted to throw out a couple of things there for you today so you could try some stuff out, maybe not go crazy and go, what do they call it, cabin fever when you're stuck in your music room for the next 3 weeks till they decide to get this thing over and done with. Hope you all are doing well and that nobody's sick in your family. And if they are sick, then prayers go out for you. Today we're going to talk about just a couple of things, some cool little key of G tricks that you can try out. These are pretty easy, but they may be things that you haven't really thought of before. And most of these are going to be some little two-finger voicings that you can use right in first position, right with your standard vanilla chords. And this would this maybe give you some ideas that you can use for a song or accompaniment, or if you're going to compose something. First off, let's start with our two-finger G. Two-finger G is like this. Okay, my second finger goes up to the 3rd fret on the top string pair. Second string pair is going to be 3rd finger. I mute. I don't play the bottom string. I mute it with kind of this part of my hand up here. And the A string is muted by this finger, just by laying it flat just a little bit. So if you hear the notes, it'd sound like this. Those two strings are muted. So this gives you a really cool droney kind of sound, almost like a bagpipes kind of sound, because it's you just got the G, D, G, D. That's there's no B in there like a normal G chord would have. It gives it a great, really resonant sound that works really well. Now, let me show you this little trick for D. This is one that Leo Kottke uses quite a bit. He plays with that really low song, and I'm not tuned down like he is. This is tuned in standard tuning today, folks, if you're trying to play along with this, just to kind of simplify your life a little bit. What we're going to do is I'm going to play a D chord. We're going to invert it. The notes of a D chord are D, F sharp, and A. And so you can put those notes in any order and they'll still be a D chord. But we're used to hearing the lowest note in the chord, the root, the D, in the bottom. So when we play our D, our root note's usually that 4th string. Unless you're in drop D tuning, then you're taking that A string, the D string, and the E string, and tuning it down to a D. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 3rd, the F sharp, up on top. So 2nd fret, I'm going to take my 2nd finger, and I'm going to put it on that 2nd fret top string pair. I'm playing an F sharp there. My 2nd finger, I'm going to put on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Sounds kind of low. I'm only playing 3 notes. There's an A, a D, and an F. I could play the 5th string, but it kind of doubles up that A. I really don't need that. I want to emphasize the root a little bit more. So I'm just muting the 2nd string, sort of like I was doing with that two-finger G. So it works pretty well that way. Uh-oh, there's my dog barking. It must be the Amazon man here. So watch how easy this is to switch. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. The dogs have now ceased their barking, I do believe. So where we were at that two-finger G. What I'm going to do is my 3rd finger is just going to move up 1 string, and I'm going to slide down a fret. Practice switching back between those. You don't worry about doing a picking pattern or anything right yet. Just get that sound in your ear, get your finger comfortable to making that switch. So that's G, D. Sounds pretty good. Now, if I was finger picking this, well, I can use all these other notes that are open. This E is going to sound good against the G that's open on the bottom. You can hear some shades of Leo Kottke right there. If I go to that D, now I've got 2 open bottom strings. I've got a B and an E, so that's a 6th and a 9th. That's going to work. Now let me show you a cool trick. Go to E minor. Just a basic E minor. There's the D. There I added my pinky down at the end. So E minor, you probably heard the song Tiny Island by Leo Kottke. It begins kind of like something like that. That's E minor. Switch to that cool new D. Works really good. So give that a try sometime. 2-finger D. Right there. If you got another guitarist you're playing with and he's strumming away on the regular vanilla D, works great. So experiment, see what you can come up with. I'll add some more stuff later on. Bye-bye.